Hello everyone. So for today we will need a sheet of paper from our sketchbook, a black crayon, and some watercolors if we have it. Along with those three materials, we're going to need a scissor, an orange, green, and yellow sheet of paper. You can find these in your art kit. So let's get started. We looked at Vincent van Gogh and all of his sunflower paintings. So now it's time for us to create our very own version of Vincent van Gogh's sunflowers. Remember how we learned about the horizon line in our landscapes? Well, we're going to take that same idea for this, except our horizon line is going to be our tabletop. So first we need to make our vase. I'm starting with a curved line towards the bottom of my page, making it a little bit darker with my black crayon. Now the next step is to add the sides of our vase. I'm doing this by making two diagonal lines, but there's so many options. I'll show you the other options in a moment. Now I'm adding two more diagonal lines and another curved line. So this is what my vase looks like, but yours might look a little bit different. Now I'm just drawing this line in the background behind my vase, and that's the end of our table because our vase is sitting on top of a table. So here are some other ways you can make your vase. Maybe you want two curved lines as the sides of your vase. Maybe you want two diagonal lines as the sides of your vase. You can also make your vase super round, kind of like a circle. The options are endless, so you can make your vase however you would like. So I'm going to add some designs to my vase, but you don't have to. It's totally up to you. Once we are happy with how our vase looks, it's time to color it in. So we need to add some color to the vase, the table, and the wall that's behind the table. So you can choose any colors you would like for these three different sections that we're painting. I'm doing this kind of quickly because we have other important areas to get to if we want to make this artwork look just as awesome as Van Gogh's flower paintings. Wonderful. So now that we quickly painted that in, we're just going to toss it to the side, and we are grabbing our yellow, orange, and green sheets of paper. This is the fun part, and it might take a little bit of time. That's why we were super speedy with our painting. So as you can see, I am making two curved lines that connect. This makes a leaf shape. So I'm going to use my green paper to make a few leaves. You can make them however big or small you would like. Now, as you can see, I'm drawing some straight lines. These are going to turn into stems. The last shape I'm drawing are some circles or ovals. These are going to turn into the center of our sunflowers. After we draw a few leaves, a few stems, and a few circles, we are going to push that paper to the side. We can always make more later. Now I'm making that same leaf shape on the orange paper. I'm just doing some different variations so you can see how different your petal shapes can look. Do some ovals, maybe you want to do a diamond shape. You can make your petals however you would like. And I'm making a bunch of these, but you don't need to make as many. Just draw a few out on your paper. Now lastly, we have our yellow paper. We need to draw some big circles on here. It's okay if they're not perfect. It's actually going to look better if they aren't perfect. We just need to make sure that the yellow circles are bigger than our green circles. Now it's time to cut everything out. This might take a little bit of time. Once again, that's why we're super speedy with our painting. And after we cut these all out, it is time to do something kind of fun with our yellow circles. Yep, we are making some slits around the outside of our yellow circles. This can also be called fringe. I'm scrunching my fringe up, 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 and it's already starting to look like a flower. Awesome, so we're gonna do this with each of our big yellow circles, and then we're gonna put these all in a safe spot for tomorrow when it comes time to assemble everything together. Hello and welcome back. This is day 2 of our Van Gogh sunflower inspired artwork. So we're going to need our sheet of paper with our vase that we drew. We're going to need all of our little pieces of paper from last class, and we're also going to need a glue stick. So let's start off with our yellow circles, which are our sunflowers. I'm adding a little bit of glue right in the middle, and I'm taking those green circles that we made and sticking it right in the center. I decided I wanted some of my flower petals a little bit more curled, so I'm just giving them an extra little bend around that center. Great, so now we're going to repeat that for all the flowers that we made. Next step is to start adding some of our leaves and stems. So here's one of my stems I made yesterday, and I decided to hang it out of the vase sort of to the side. I'm going to add another one on the other side. And now we're just going to have fun putting all different leaves coming out of our vase. I'm sticking the green ones down. I'm making the green ones actually overlap and lay over my vase so it looks like they're coming out of the vase. Carefully just gluing everything exactly where I want it. Adding some of these orange petals. And these we're going to do first before we do the sunflowers. The sunflowers can take up a lot of space, so it's a little bit easier if we get all this stuff down behind the sunflowers. So even though it looks kind of silly right now, I have some floating leaves, it will all come together at the end. Great, now it is time for the moment we've all been waiting for. Let's add these sunflowers. So as you can see, I'm swirling some glue on the back of my page, and I'm sticking these sunflowers right on top wherever I think they would look best. Your sunflowers might be larger than mine, maybe they're smaller. So excited to see how different all of our sunflowers look. Look at that one, I really scrunched up all those petals on that one. Great, so now we have our Van Gogh inspired sunflowers. I'm going back in and I'm adding a little bit more glue in some spots. I have some extra petals, so I'm going to add those in little areas where I can still see my background. And look at that, my glue just broke. That's okay. I'm going to stick that petal there. I'm just going to add some last finishing touches. All right, so for a little finishing touch, I am writing my name right on the vase or flower pot exactly how Vincent van Gogh signed his painting. All right, everyone, I hope you had such a fun time making these. I'm so excited to take a look at them.